At the Argentine Open, the most famous pole match in the world, pole player Adolfo Cambiaso led his team to victory. That in itself is not such a big deal. What is incredible is that Cambiaso played 6 horses that were all clones of his top mare. Doing this at such a high-profile event definitely got everyone talking. Is this a form of cheating, or is it a new direction for the future of the animal world? I am going to talk about artificial cloning and let you decide for yourself if you think it is a good idea or not for the future of this planet. Cloning does happen naturally. Anything that reproduces asexually, such as identical twins, are all types of natural clones. Artificial cloning, on the other hand, is a reproductive technique performed by scientists. Basically, scientists produce a genetically identical organism by copying the DNA from the original. The first cloned animal ever achieved was in 1996, and she was a sheep named Dolly. It wasn't easy. Out of 277 cloned embryos, Dolly was the only one to survive. But she also had some problems with her vital organs and only lived 6 years. The average lifespan of a sheep is 12 years. So as exciting as the idea of recreating an animal is, it does have its drawbacks as well. Why would scientists clone animals? Mainly to help learn about diseases and their causes and treatments. Also, being able to recreate stem cells helps save lives. Another interesting use for cloning would be to revive extinct or endangered species. Scientists often clone cattle or pigs that are top producers of milk or meat. However, it is extremely expensive to clone livestock, about $5,000 for a pig and $15,000 for a cow. So that would be a very expensive bacon sandwich. Because the numbers of live births and cloning are really low, it wouldn't be an efficient way of breeding. So realistically, cloning doesn't make any sense in the agriculture business. We all love our pets, and it would be great to recreate them when they die, but cloning doesn't guarantee an exact replica or the same personality as your pet. The environment that the animal is raised in plays a big factor in how the animal turns out. For example, if you have a friendly, happy family dog and its clone is brought up in isolation living outside in a doghouse, your clone will probably not have the same personality. Polo ponies that play in the Argentine Open are worth millions of dollars. So more and more professional equestrians are turning to cloning to find their next big champion. In 2012, the International Equestrian Federation, FEI, changed its rules to allow cloned horses to compete. But humans are not horses, and it makes a lot of people very uncomfortable to think that there may come a day where we can produce children with top athletic ability, or it will all look a certain way that we think is good looking. To date, no human being has been cloned, mainly because the techniques are still pretty inefficient. But every year, scientists are getting higher and higher efficiency rates on cloning. In 2018, scientists did their first ever cloning of monkeys, our closest animal cousins. Yes, we are getting close, but are we ready? Cloning humans conflicts with many religious and social values. Even though it would be very tempting to recreate a family member when they die, would it really be right to do this? I think it would be selfish because the cloned person will have no freedom or identity of their own. If people were allowed to choose what their babies looked like, we would have a race of designer babies, and the world would be very boring if we all looked the same. More than 30 countries have formally banned cloning, and I personally hope this never changes, as I think nature is best left alone.